Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And the content that we're going to talk about today is something that somehow snuck underneath the radar. Senator Blumenthal, Mr. Gun Control Jr. in the Senate, just put out legislation that wants the FTC, another executive bureaucracy, to curtail the gun industry's marketing practices. It's got tons of co-sponsors. The usual suspects are here, and I cannot wait to hear what you guys think about this one, because this is a different approach, and I want to hear what you guys think in the comments down there. And if you are new or you are a returning viewer, please consider hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, and making sure you turn that notification bell on. We need as many of you as possible to get into the fold with us to help pass the blessing of the Second Amendment along to the next generation, and thank you so much in advance for your consideration. And the content today is brought to you by Lear Capital. You all know we're in a recession, and even if the Biden administration pulls an ATF and starts redefining terms, the fact is we all know which way the wind is blowing, and it's a pretty good time to partner with a company like Lear Capital to turn some of your retirement accounts into a protected safe haven asset like gold or silver. There are a lot of gold companies out there to choose from. I do business with Lear Capital because I trust them, and you can too. With over 25 years of experience, thousands of 5-star reviews, and a 24-hour purchase guarantee, Lear Capital is the place to buy silver and gold. The best way to invest in gold is through Lear Capital. I suggest you call my friends at Lear Capital and ask them specifically about converting a portion of your IRA or your 401k into precious metals. Go to LearLangley.com or call the number that's been on your screen this whole time, 800-330-4630, and get your free gold and silver investor guides and receive up to $15,000 in free bonus metals with a qualified purchase. All right, so again, thank you so much to Lear Capital for making this possible. But my brothers and sisters, we have got to get into this because this speaks to a new tactic that they are doing on the gun controlling side of the aisle. Now, this is not Democrat or Republican. This is gun controlling. There's a difference. There's plenty of everyday Democrats that believe in their Second Amendment rights. I'm talking about the ones at the tippity top who want to curtail gun rights, Democrat and Republican, across this great nation. Now, granted, so many people have died, blood, sweat, tears, all the sacrifices for those rights. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Let's have common sense gun safety. Oh, of course, I'm kidding. Let's keep going because that is a travesty of freedom. Anyway, listen to this. Blumenthal and Kelly introduced legislation to stop dangerous gun marketing. Dangerous gun marketing. And as I go into this, I just want to see if you guys agree with this premise. Have you noticed that every time that there's a gun control push, or every time there's some sort of control push in different sectors of our environment, our culture, it's always based around you're too stupid to figure out something for yourself, so they're going to do it for you? You notice that? I mean, if you look at that title, Stop Dangerous Gun Marketing. If it was dangerous gun marketing and it was predatory and taking advantage of people, don't you think it would be kind of common sense and people wouldn't do it? Unless you have the opinion that they're too stupid and you need to do it for them, which is where this kind of leads. Let's keep going because we've got to talk about how the FTC now needs to be involved. The Federal Trade Commission, again, another bureaucracy that the left, the gun controllers, want to use to curtail your freedoms. Not Congress, executive bureaucracy. It's important to understand this theme. Let's keep going. U.S. Senator Richard Blumenthal, Democrat, Connecticut, and U.S. Representative Robin Kelly introduced legislation directing the Federal Trade Commission to study the dangers posed by unfair and deceptive marketing and advertising practices conducted by the gun industry. The Responsible Firearms Marketing Act would require the Commission to study the actions of gun manufacturers, importers, and dealers, including those which might target individuals younger than 18 years of age, encourage illegal use of a firearm, or relate to the sale of semi-automatic assault weapons. Okay, quick question. What gun manufacturer would market to an individual that was not able to buy their product? Just a basic common sense question. If you can't buy a firearm in the United States till 18, well, that's rifles, and then handguns until you're 21 in most cases, why would you market to those individuals? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? Doesn't matter, because this is about utilizing executive bureaucracies to encroach upon freedoms, which is outside the confines of Congress. This is ATF from a different view. They always use executive bureaucracies to tweak and interpret rules to curtail your freedom. That's what this video is all about. It's not about the fact that they make a bill that's going to go nowhere. It's about the idea that they consistently use bureaucracies which are not elected and cannot make law to make law. That's the point. Let's keep going. I got some humdinger of quotes here. The Responsible Firearms Marketing Act would also direct the FTC to apply existing rules regarding unfair marketing practices to firearm distributors, which include punitive fines and payment of damages to consumers for each knowing violation of the rules. How are you going to know it's a violation of the rules, especially since it's not applicable in this case? Unless you just make one up. And then all of a sudden, the floodgates are open. This is the exact same thing that you're seeing on the civilian side where they're suing gun manufacturers. That's why Democrat states across the nation are opening up avenues to sue gun manufacturers and sellers for their responsibility in crimes. It makes no sense. The PLCAA is fully in place at a federal level, but they're still trying to do it. This is a main tactic. Bankrupt the companies that support the Second Amendment and you'll have no Second Amendment. That is the plan. Let's continue to these quotes because, they are tasty. Quote, deceptive firearms marketing exploits and fuels gun violence and must be stopped. Our goal is to hold accountable gun manufacturers who prey on vulnerable consumers to fatten their profits. Again, you're an idiot. You can't tell what they're doing. Turning a blind eye to these dishonest advertisements and promotional campaigns will continue to threaten public safety, said Blumenthal. Wrongdoers must be held accountable. Our legislation, along with the FTC's enforcement, will prevent the industry from peddling these dangerous weapons of war by misleading buyers. Again, you're too stupid to understand what's going on. We'll take care of it. We've got it for here. We want to make sure you're safe. Holy crap. Anyway, got two more for you because we've got every time for gun safety. We've got all the who's who of gun control. Listen to this. Quote, regulatory carve-outs for the gun industry continue to put our children's lives in danger. Abortion. Marketing isn't just an ad on a screen. It has tangible effects that we cannot ignore. Congress cannot allow the firearms industry to recklessly advertise their products without consequence, said Kelly. I am proud to introduce the Responsible Firearms Marketing Act with Senator Blumenthal. This legislation is a much-needed step toward protecting our children against irresponsible firearm use in our communities. Irresponsible firearm use goes to the person being irresponsible, not goes to the marketing for companies. Not to mention the fact that where have you seen a gun ad on TV? It doesn't happen. It doesn't exist. That's the whole point. They've already curtailed them through societal pressures. Now they're trying to use the FTC to completely shut them down. This is manipulation. One more for you, and then we will go about our beautiful day. Quote, the gun industry should be treated the exact same way as every other industry. They don't deserve or need kid gloves. There is no excuse for any industry, let alone a deadly one like firearm manufacturers, to have legal immunity for potentially deceptive advertising and marketing, said Zinat Yahya, Director of Policy at March for Our Lives, Davey Hogg's little organization. Even though we scrutinize other industries like alcohol and tobacco, see what they did there? It's practically the Wild West for firearms manufacturers. It's time to hold firearm advertisers accountable for its role in the mass murder of Americans. So not only are you going to curtail their marketing abilities through an executive bureaucracy, which is not elected by the citizenry and cannot make laws like Congress, but you can do it anyway, you're also now making them implicit in mass murder? Yeah. I wonder if that exact same standard goes towards the abortion idea and the abortion facilitators and facilitation of legislation. Again, that's not what this channel is about. But when you look at them apples to apples, it's pretty stark. Anyway, that's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And the bill is right down there as well if you want to check it out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.